Rare polar bear sighting in Iceland ends tragically. First appearance in 8 years leads to fatal police action. In a rare and tragic event, a polar bear that unexpectedly appeared near a remote cottage in northwest Iceland was shot dead by local authorities after being deemed a threat to residents. This marked the first sighting of a polar bear in Iceland since 2016. The incident unfolded when the bear was spotted near an isolated summer house where an elderly woman, home alone, barricaded herself in an upstairs room as the bear rummaged through her garbage outside. The terrified woman contacted her daughter in Reykjavik using a satellite phone, prompting emergency response from local authorities. Helgi Jensen, chief of police in the West region, explained that the decision to kill the bear was not taken lightly. But in this case, the bear was very close to the house and there was an elderly woman inside. She knew the danger and stayed in a safe location. Polar bears are not native to Iceland but occasionally drift from Greenland on icebergs. Recent sightings of icebergs off the northern coast raise concern, but these encounters remains rare. With 2600 recorded polar bear sightings in Iceland since the 9th century, Anna Sevensdottir from the Icelandic Institute of Natural History explained that the increasing frequency of polar bears reaching inhabited areas is largely driven by global warming, as melting sea ices forces the animals to travel further in search of food. A 2017 study highlighted that as polar bears' habitat shrinks, interactions with humans have become more dangerous, with 15 of the 73 documented polar bear attacks between 1870 and 2014 occurring in just last 5 years of that period. Despite being a protected species in Iceland, polar bears can be killed if they pose a direct threat to human life or livestock. Efforts to relocate the animal were deemed too costly and impractical, with officials noting that East Greenland's healthy polar bear population made the species protection in Iceland less urgent. This tragic event has reignited debates about the ethical and practical considerations of dealing with polar bears in Iceland, where authorities face difficult decisions on balancing human safety and wildlife conservation. Thanks.